Hello, my friend. Was last year one of the best years of your life? Maybe not, maybe yes, but whatever case it might be, I want to make this year one of the best years of your life. How am I going to do this? I want us to go on this journey by God's grace where we are going to make baby steps closer to Jesus for this year and beyond. If this is you, stay tuned. Make an intentional step to say, you know what? I want to be drawn closer to Christ this year. I want to make intentional steps to be drawn closer to Christ this year. How are we going to do this? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to use a journal and a pen. Get a journal, get a pen, get a book, get a pen. And what we want to do is we're going to read a paragraph that will help us to draw us closer to Jesus. It's going to be from a book called Steps to Christ. You can go on the App Store, you can download an app, and we'll get that book free of cost. And we want to go on this journey to make baby steps closer to Jesus before you go to work in the day or school in the day or lay down to rest at night. Just watch this small clip and we're going to be able to just journal, read, reflect, meditate, and just start to make small steps closer to Christ. All right? So journey with me. All right. So now we're in the book Steps to Christ. We're in chapter 1, paragraph 1 and 2. And it says that nature and revelation alike testify of what? God's love. Our Father in heaven is a source of life, of wisdom, and of joy. Look at the wonderful and beautiful things of nature. Think of their marvelous adaptation to the needs and happiness not only of man, but of all living creatures. The sunshine and the rain that gladden and refresh the earth, the hills and the seas and plains, all speak to us of the Creator's love. It is God who supplies the daily needs of all His creatures. In the beautiful words of the psalmist, the eyes of all wait upon you, and you give them their meat in due season. You open your hand and satisfies the desire of every living thing. This is a very powerful reading right here because it shows that Jesus is still providing for all of His creatures, not just people who are Christians, but people who are even non-Christians, all creatures. And so when I look at this, I'm like, man, Jesus, you care about your creation. You care about all people. And maybe sometimes you're reflecting and you say, man, maybe I'm not a believer. Maybe I'm not that spiritual enough. I'm not going to church. I'm not doing the things per se that a person who is a Christian or seems spiritual should be doing. But Jesus, look at the paragraph. It's saying that, man, Jesus provides for all His creatures. And so Jesus is providing for you. The job that you might be having right now, Jesus was mindful of you getting that job to be able for you to help your children go through school, for you to be able to pay off your tuition, for you to be able to go through life, to have the basic needs of life. In the simple things, Jesus is still at work in your life. And so what I'm going to challenge you to do is to reflect upon the things that Jesus has been providing for you, the things that maybe you reflect and say, man, I don't deserve this, but I have it. Actually, I really have it. Jesus has been providing for you in ways that maybe we never thought of. So reflect and write down some of the things that Jesus did for you last year, provided for you and your family when we all did not deserve these provisions. So write it down in your journal and say a prayer and just say, man, thank you, Lord. Thank you for providing for me, for providing for my family, for providing for my friends. Write down 2 things and say, thank you, Lord, for providing for me.